I've finished making the chains. I've decided to make 166, but that does not mean you cannot work with 150. Sorry, I have made 186. So we are going to start working. We are going to start our first double crochet at chain number 4. So we count 1, 2, 3, then 4. Then from there we chain 1 and skip a chain and put our first double crochet inside. From there we continue working double crochet until we finish all the chains, or until we approach the last 3 chains. Then I'll show you what we are going to do. So continue putting double crochet. When we approach the last 3, I will meet you, and then we are going to do a slight change just like we've started. So continue working. Okay, we've arrived at the end of the round. So we chain 1, then we skip this stitch and put 2 last double crochet in different spaces. This is what we get. Then we chain 3, and then we turn our work and put a double crochet in the next stitch. Then we chain 1 and go to the next stitch, put a top double crochet and a front post double crochet. Then you skip 1, go to the next, do the same, top double crochet, front post double crochet. And this is how we are going to continue until the end of the round. Skipping 1, and then the next stitch you put a top double crochet and a front post double crochet in the same stitch until the end of the round. I'll meet you when you approach the end of the round. Okay, we've arrived at the end of the round, and basically now we will be repeating row 1, row 2, and we make around 10 rounds. Then we are going to connect after that. So we chain 1 to complete this and put the last 2 double crochet. Don't forget to put a double crochet in this chain that we made here. Then chain 3, turn your work and make a double crochet. Then respect the chain here by chaining 1. Then you skip to the main body and continue with the free double crochet throughout the round. And then you repeat the second row and you make 10 rows. Then we are going to meet after that. We are now turning back to start the 10th row, and this is what we are going to do. So there will be a slight change. Chain 1, go to the main body, put 2 double crochet in different spaces, then chain 1, skip 1 double crochet and have 2 double crochet together, but not in the same space. They are following one another. You can see what I've done. Then chain 1, skip this, go to the next, go to 2 double crochet following one another, then chain 1, skip 1, go to the next double crochet. Continue working this way until the end of the round. Continue with the pattern. Okay, this is how far we have gone. Now we are going to chain 4 and connect our work. We are no longer going to turn anti-clockwise. So we chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we join our work with a slip stitch at this third chain here. Then from there we chain 3 and continue putting double crochet on top of double crochet, and where we have the chain you put a chain, you respect that. So we will go round, you will go round until we meet here, respecting the chain and putting double crochet on top of the double crochet that was made earlier. Just like that, we will meet here. Okay, we continue with our round. We chain one, then we put two double crochet. We skip one and put two double crochet together, not together, but they are following one another. Chain one, then put a double crochet, two double crochet, following one another. Then you chain one and put your slip stitch and continue working. Continue with the same pattern until the end of the round. Just putting double crochet on top of double crochet, and where there is a chain, you chain one and then you go ahead. So continue and finish the round. Okay, this is how far we have gone with our project, and as you can see, I have divided the work. You can see the markers. I have 3 markers with me, one in the middle and 2 on the sides. Now I have counted my double crochet in pairs, and in total I have 32 pairs. Then the front is taking 16 pairs and the back is taking 16 pairs, while from this is 16 pairs, this side takes 6 pairs and this side takes 6 pairs. So we will start working the remaining part of the project, where we are going to join our work with a slip stitch at the third chain here. Then from here we are going to cut the yarn. We cut the yarn and not cut the yarn, but chain 1, 2, 3 and proceed working double crochet in every space until we get where we have the mark. So we are not chaining in where we get the chain, we are not chaining anymore, we are putting a double crochet. So you can see this is a chain here. We will not put a chain, we just put a double crochet and proceed until we get where we have the mark. So continue working and get to this place. Okay, once we get at the corner or the signs here, we are going to retain this pattern. So we are going to continue with the pattern as it is. We chain 1, then we put a double crochet on top of the 2 double crochet. Just maintain the pattern. Chain 1, then until we get to the other mark. So you respect the chain. Continue working until we get to where we have our next mark. So you can see the difference. Here we are putting double crochet all through, but when we come at the side, we are respecting the pattern which is here. Okay, we remove the marker. We have arrived where it is. Then from there we chain 1 and now proceed with the pattern of putting double crochet in every space until we get to where we have the middle marker. So it is only on the sides where we are maintaining this pattern, this one. Continue until you get where we have the middle mark at the back here. Okay, we've arrived where we have the marker, so we remove it, and then we are going to, this is the back, the middle back, so we are going to put 3 double crochet in the same space, this space here, we put 3 double crochet together. And then after doing that, we return the marker at the middle stitch. We will be putting, anytime we come across this when going round, we will be putting 3 double crochet at the middle stitch so that we can grow the bump of this short. So we continue working until we get where we have the mark again, so that we can work the side part of this short. So you can see what we are doing. Continue working, and when you get here, you start working this pattern of the side. Okay, we have arrived where we have the side marker, so we are going to continue with this pattern. On the side, we retain the pattern, chain 1, then go to the other group, chain 1, then proceed like that until we get where we have the front marker. So we are working on the side until we get to this side. We are now in the front part, so we remove this marker completely and start working until we get to this part. And remember, we are putting double crochet from here to this area, but I'll show you how to treat this area. So we start working, chain 1, and then from there it is double crochet until we get where we have the marker. Sorry, we have a problem here. You skipped this chain. Continue until you get to the marker. We've arrived where we have this marker, and remember this is the middle of the front, so we are going to remove the marker and put 3 double crochet in this stitch which is here. 1, 2, 3, and then we return our marker in the middle stitch of the 3. Then proceed until we put our slip stitch. So we put our slip stitch on the chain here. So we have completed the round, and now a simple instruction. We will just be going around working respecting the pattern. If it is this pattern, you put double crochet, and when you come here, you separate with a chain, and then Anytime you come across, you pass through these 3 stitches that we've made here, the middle stitch should get 3 double crochet together, both in front and at the back here. So we are going to start working and make many rounds until you feel your short is enough for the person you are making for. So you just continue but respect the patterns. If it is in front or at the back, respect the pattern as we have laid the foundation. So continue working until when you get here and you respect the pattern. Okay, we have reached where we have a mark, so we remove it. I'm going to show you what you are going to do. You can see I've worked on the first stitch, so this is the middle stitch. In this middle stitch we put 3 double crochet in the same space. Remember, this is how we expand or grow the bump of this shot. Then from there you proceed working. So you can see we have 3. Return your mark so that when coming round again, you keep on working 3 stitches in the same space where we have the marker. And the same will be done in front here. Remember, this is the back, this is the front. So continue working. You meet after you've made a few rounds. We are now in front. Remember our middle stitch. So we are going to remove the marker and work on it. This is our middle stitch. We put 3 double crochet in the same space. Then we return the marker. Sorry, I've messed up. Make sure you don't mess up, because if you do that, your work will not look pretty good. So this is what we have. This marker, the middle stitch gets a marker, and then we proceed working. So continue and make many rounds, then we will meet and make around 10 rounds. We will meet and start making the leg opening. Okay, I have made 28 rows, and this is how far I have gone. Now we are going to change the pattern a bit for 2 rows before we make the leg openings. So we join our work with a slip stitch, and just to mention, the 28 rows are totaling to 27 inches. So we chain 3. Then from there we go down to the same stitch and put our front post in double crochet. Then we skip this, we go to this stitch and put a front post, top double crochet and a front post, just a pattern that we started with when we were making the waistband. So you work this row, then from there you make a row of 3 double crochet, and we are going to change. However, when you get to this pattern here, you don't tamper with it, you just work the way it is. So continue working. I'll meet you after you've completed this round and a round of 3 double crochet. Now, a simple instruction: when you get to the area where we were putting 3, you just continue to put 3. You skip this stitch, you go to the middle stitch and put 3 stitches together. Don't change the pattern at this area. So after putting 3, you skip this stitch, go to the next, put a front top double crochet, then a front post double crochet, and continue with your pattern. So continue, but remember, when we get where there is a mess, we just retain the pattern of the mess. A slight correction, we are going to join our work with a slip stitch. Then from there, we chain one and cut the yarn, and we are not going to start the free double crochet round immediately. We are going now to join the two part of our short to make the openings of the leg. Then from there we are going to make a round of free double crochet but in different legs opening. So you make your slip knot that way. Then from there you come at the middle here where we have the 3 chains, and you pick one and then join your, then chain 3. The chaining 3, chain 3. Then from there you make 3 double crochet in the 3 stitches. Then from there chain 1, 2, 3, turn slightly and make 2 more double crochet. The remaining chains you have to look for them. Then on the chain which is here, then chain 3, then turn again, and this is how we will do for 4 rounds. And see the other stitches here. So this is we have 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we make the 4th one, and even make 5 if you want your short to be a bit wider in between the legs. One, 2, 3, turn over. Continue and wind up. We are going to meet to join. Okay, we have made 5 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we are going to join with the other hand, and exactly where we made the 3 stitches without twisting. In joining, we are going to use a slip stitch. Check how I'm going to work in this video. So we join with a slip stitch. Then we go to the second one, you get the hook through, and then you go to the corresponding third stitch, this is here, and then join with a slip stitch. Then come to the last one, and then you join with a slip stitch at the seam that we made earlier. Then from there we are done. Our work is now connected. We have the openings of the legs, and we will start working the legs. So what we are going to do here is we are going to chain 3, then we put our first double crochet here and continue putting double crochet all around until we get to this part here. So continue working double crochet and don't alter the mesh pattern here. When you get here, you work it the way it is. We've reached the main row where we divided our short into 2 legs. So legs openings, I'm sorry. So we are going to work this area out, and this is what we are going to do. We put a double crochet right here. Then continue putting double crochet. Don't dip the hook, you just put inside the chain this way and you trim that tail. then proceed working without dipping the hook. Continue working until you reach the end of the where we started. Don't dip the hook. If you dip the hook, it will leave gaps. So you just work in this way. Make sure you have 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 more to go. And the fifth one here. Fifth one here. Then you join your work with a slip stitch on top of the chain. So we have finished the round. Now we are going to start working. Use chain 3, 1, 2, 3, put and double crochet in the next stitch. Then we are now doing the mesh pattern, this mesh pattern here for 3 rounds. So we skip 1, go to the next stitch, put 2 double crochet following one another, then you chain 1, you skip 1, go to the next, continue working this way and make 3 rounds, then from there we will meet. Okay, I've completed making the mesh rounds, but I've slightly added 2 rounds, so you can add 2 or work with the 3 that I had told you to make earlier. So we are going to do the finishing of this part. What we are going to do is we are going to put a slip stitch here to be in the middle of these 2 stitches. Then from there we put 4 double crochet in this space as shown in the video. So we have 4 already. Then we come here and put a single crochet, go to this space, put 4 double crochet, then in between the 2 stitches you put a single crochet. This is how we are going to complete this round finishing. So I continue. You can put 4 double crochet or even 5 depending on what you want or the outcome that you want. So mine I'm putting 4. You can see what I'm getting. So continue working till the end of the round, and once you finish we are going to start working this other part of the leg opening. We have completed making our first leg opening, as you can see. So we are going to embark on making the second one, and what we do, we just take our work and come down here where we start the 3 chains directly here and insert our crochet right here. So after inserting our crochet, we get our hook, of course, having made a slip knot. Then from there we pull through and chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we move on putting double crochet as shown in the video. This is a delicate area, so you just move slowly until you reach the end. Finish to the end. So we continue working double crochet just like we worked this other part of the leg until they are equal. Then we do the finishing, this decoration, and from there we will meet to make a belt for our sword in this area, the closing belt. So continue working, you work one round of double crochet. And remember to respect the mess. When you get this area, this is the mess. You respect this area, the way the pattern is. Then from there, you make the same way we've made here.